Hello, dear viewer. It happened again, ladies and gentlemen. I got a new sponsor, this time by none other than the crowdfunder Wunderkinder of Pimax. I will give you a mere glimpse into the wonderful world of VR. Today I shall review and ever so gently lull you into the sweet embrace of Pimax.
Oh yeah, Mr. Krabs!
I was given the honor and the privilege by Pimax to demo the Pimax Crystal Light, because for the first time in my YouTube career, my specs were roasted by the Pimax lady who said I should probably take the money earned by this partnership to upgrade my PC. For reference, these are my specs: the 4070 Ti Super, a 7800X3D, and 64GB of DDR5 RAM.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
She did, however, state that my PC could likely handle the other sets, but to get the best experience, I agree this was the best course of action. I also find it the most prudent alternative because this is the set that most people will get their hands on. VR seller, I require your strongest headset.
You cannot handle my strongest headset.
VR seller. As for the packaging, everything was packed well and securely with some manuals that come with words that you can choose to follow if you so desire. You don't read it because you don't care for the rules. I don't read it because I can't read. They are not the same. The first fondling of the controllers felt quite plasticky, and I'd have appreciated perhaps some sort of a rubber pad or something similar to give it a bit more of a grip. I will, however, say that the controller's vibrators, or haptic feedback, or whatever they're called, certainly raise the quality in my mind. Albeit plasticky, the shape feels great in my hands and in my For the VR set, it fits snugly to my head and feels great on the face, and you can adjust the straps at the back to your heart's leisure. Overall, the headset feels quite robust and well built, but I would not recommend tossing it around like a toy. As I lack a face, I attempted to utilize my cats in an attempt to show you how it fits around the head and face. And as you can see, it is snug and user-friendly. Cats love the Pimax, as you can see here. They will play Star Citizen whether they like it or not. The Crystal Light also has optional headphones that you can purchase for improved sound quality. But I must say that the standard speakers it comes with are still pretty good at giving you a sense of immersion and surround sound. You can also fit headphones over the Crystal Light, but I don't really recommend it as it gets quite clunky. But if you are interested, I use Sennheiser RS175s, and they can be worn over the Pimax. Like I said before, I have been using the Pimax Crystal Light, but they also offer several other VR sets at different price ranges for both higher and lower-end systems. So feel free to give them all a look. But as for the setup for the Crystal Light, it was surprisingly easy and also surprisingly difficult because I am technically illiterate on VR headsets. I just followed the little list provided in the box, plugged in the headset, and off I went. Now, the issue I ran into was installing Pimax Play before I installed Steam VR. So if you want to play any games on Steam and not just Star Citizen, at least for me, I had to uninstall then reinstall Pimax Play in order for me to be able to play Half-Life Alyx. Also ensure that Pimax OpenXR is selected as your main OpenXR. If you were to choose Steam VR like I did for Star Citizen, you shall be treated to many a crash. And we don't want that.
Come play with me.
And if you wish to play Star Citizen with VR, you have to go to the RSI launcher into the settings and then enable VR, and then you can launch the game in VR. It took me 5 minutes to realize that. I tried the Pimax Crystal Light both in Star Citizen and another game that I've been desperate to play again for years, which is the previously mentioned Half-Life Alyx. And I can honestly say that it was a good idea because it gave me a very good sense of where they are in comparison to each other. Basically that even though the VR in Star Citizen is experimental, they have been cooking with it, and it is a very nice feature. But playing an actual finished title, the pinnacle of VR gaming as some would say, really goes to show the versatility of the Pimax.
Like, if you're a broke boy, just say so.
And also the potential that Star Citizen in VR actually has. I don't know how to describe it, but sitting in the cockpit in VR, flying with a pair of joysticks it just feels correct. The seamless ability to turn around and have the ship surround you, seeing the true size of the vessels you are flying and all the knobs, buttons and MFDs are amazing. When I walk around the Gladius, I get to LARP that I'm Mark Hamill preparing for my next big mission. Alas, he's saving the Empire whilst I am dealing in Even though I don't personally recommend it, FPS gameplay is still entirely possible. It is rather wonky, yes, but to be able to press up and truly see the beauty of the game is a wonderful thing indeed. Dogfighting is an absolute must with Pimax VR, and I cannot recommend the experience enough. It is the kind of thing that makes you feel like a little guppy again. With VR, I got to fully experience the wondrous beauty of the Raylan and every nook and cranny that it offers in this wonderful masterpiece. And as we can see here,
My God, they've taken my brethren hostage! Worry not, dear brothers, I shall free you from your glassy cage.
Bilbo,
The Pimax is still in your pocket.
it turns out that those fish are in reality just 2D sprites. How awkward. It is difficult to put into words the level of immersion I feel when I use the Pimax. I sometimes bump my dumb ass into stuff because I think it's actually real and I try to grab it. That's how immersed I've gotten as a complete VR newbie. Just a couple of days ago, as I was playing Half-Life Alyx, my cat had scratched my hand a little, and my hand was itching, so of course I need to look at my hand to look where to itch. I instead looked at my hand in Half-Life Alyx and went, where's the scratch? That's how stupid I am. But on a more critical note, on a particularly hot day after I'd worked and taken a shower, the lenses were fogging up a bit, but I do not think it had anything to do with the Pimax. It does, however, tell you how nicely it fits to the face. I also feel that the weight of the crystal light can be a bit hard on the neck sometimes, so I of course remove it to make any adjustments. But sometimes when you do that, it can cause the tracking to freak out a bit, depending on where you place it, meaning that you could potentially need to exit the game and then set up your security zone again. It was rather annoying, but I learned the hard way to place it carefully in front of me whenever I had other business to attend to. One thing that I give high praise for, but also kind of non-praise, is that the headset is very good at sealing out the light around you and completely encasing you in a shell of darkness. But this also depends entirely upon how bright your lamps are. Mine are quite bright, so I can't play with them on, or there will be some leaks along the edges. The remedy is, of course, by gaming in complete darkness, as you should.
Think, Mark!
I have thoroughly enjoyed using my crystal light, and I will continue to use my demo crystal light for as long and as vigorously as possible, because I really love the clarity and feel of games when I play with the Pimax. I will further expand my VR library so that I can see what the wider VR gaming world has to offer, which has until now been hidden from me. I hope that CIG will bring some form of VR into Squadron 42 because the level of immersion that VR, with its high fidelity and clarity, is stunning. Cannot wait until I get the chance to reach out and stroke Luke Skywalker's face ever so gently, or face Vanduul in corridors whilst fencing against them with a toilet brush. I also find it prudent to say to any other content creator or potential interested party that working with Pimax was easy and smooth. I was impressed by the Pimax lady as she gave Pimax the feeling that the company is very down to earth and willing to help with any issues. So if you, dear viewer, have any interest in VR gaming, do please give Pimax a go, as they even have a very good return policy should you not wish to keep the headset after you've given it a try. And if you do decide to get one, please use my affiliate link down below. Because by God, I love Pimax VR headsets, and I love money.
Upgrades, people, upgrades. That's how we make the dough.
It's time to play the game.
It just looks amazing. Like, even though the textures are absolute dog shit, just I was about to point. I'm pointing in real life and I'm like, look at that. Like, that's how fucking immersed I feel right now. But
Look
like,
at that.
up there along that ridge line. I think that looks amazing.
Initiated. Quantum travel complete.
Being in space is just the best thing.
Wow. Travel initiated. Shields.
Doing TSG like this would be fucking insane. Oh, that is delicious.
Balloon dumping.
Must have flew in front of it too low there. Oh, look at that!
Oh my goodness.
Like it good. I can lean in and I can do a.
No.
Jaeger! Not Jaeger.
Last one.
Thank you all very much for watching, and a super special thanks to Pimax for sponsoring this here video. This sponsorship has made me feel recognized and important. So please, if you have any interest in VR, do check them out with my links down below. Like, comment and subscribe if you feel so inclined, and if you wish to support the channel monetarily, you can do so by going on Ko-Fi or by becoming a YouTube member. Thank you very much, again. As always, a stupendous thank you to all my wonderful band of merchantmen, without whom all of this would be improbable. A deep and most humble thank you to my wonderful Apex Fishies, Fond, Raptor Jesus, DJ Crowbar, Half-Breed Bastard, Magic. A suspicious thank you to my Sustromings, Unknown Tim, Mouseclick, Raubvogel, Nilsy Boy, Austrian Let's Play, DJ Crowbar, Combat Creations, Half-Breed Bastard, Leduc, Davidri. An ostentatious thank you to my fantastic people, Ifanura, Styles, Neoma, and Ignore Me. And a benevolent thank you to my Finthusiasts, Dark Silver, Nofa, Beskar Armor, Volteca, Elenium Productions, XDK, The Ham Jam, Noclat, Comrade Winston, Bloodix, and Monk. And a natural thank you to all my wonderful herrings and roes. Thank you all very much for the money.